In a realm beyond time and space, where legends collide, two titans stand poised for battle. On one side, Korra, the Avatar, master of all four elements, now fully immersed in the raw, untamed power of the Avatar state. Her eyes glow with the wisdom of 1,000 past lives, her body a conduit for cosmic energy. On the other, Sasuke Uchiha, the last loyal Uchiha, wielder of the formidable Rinnegan and the piercing Sharingan. His gaze is sharp, his chakra immense, a living weapon forged in the fires of war and vengeance. This is not just a fight. It is a clash of philosophies, of power systems, of destinies. Who will emerge victorious when the Avatar state meets the Rinnegan? The air crackles with anticipation as Korra makes the first move. With a roar, she unleashes a torrent of water, shaping it into a colossal serpent that lunges at Sasuke. He responds with effortless grace, a blur of motion as he weaves through the watery assault, his Sharingan tracking every ripple. A Chidori stream erupts from his hand, slicing through the water construct, turning it into harmless mist. Korra follows up with a barrage of earth projectiles, sharp shards of rock hurled with incredible force. Sasuke activates his Susanoo's ribcage, a spectral defense that shatters the stones upon impact. He attempts a genjutsu, his Rinnegan locking onto Korra's eyes, but the Avatar state's spiritual connection acts as an impenetrable shield, shaking off the illusion with a surge of pure energy. The initial exchange has served its purpose. Both have tested the waters. Now, the true power begins to unfold. Korra's Avatar state intensifies, a swirling vortex of fire, water, earth, and air coalescing around her. She rises into the air, a living storm, and unleashes a devastating combination. A massive tsunami of water, followed by an earthquake that rips the ground apart, then a firestorm that engulfs the landscape, all propelled by hurricane-force winds. The sheer scale of her attack is overwhelming. Sasuke, however, is not one to be easily deterred. His Rinnegan flares, and he uses a Minotaur Jikara, instantly swapping places with a discarded rock, narrowly escaping the brunt of the elemental onslaught. He then channels lightning, not just a Chidori, but a true Kirin, a colossal lightning dragon that descends from the sky, aiming to strike Korra directly. The Kirin clashes with Korra's elemental shield, creating an explosion of light and sound that shakes the very foundations of their battleground. Korra, undeterred, uses air bending to propel herself forward, closing the distance. She engages Sasuke in close-quarters combat, her physical strength amplified by the Avatar state. Each punch and kick is imbued with elemental force, a fiery fist, an earthen stomp, a watery whip, an air-enhanced jab. Sasuke, a master of taijutsu, meets her blows with his own incredible speed and precision. He uses his Sharingan to predict her movements, dodging and weaving, countering with swift strikes and chakra-infused kicks. He attempts to bind her with a Chibaku Tensei, but Korra, sensing the gravitational pull, uses her earthbending to anchor herself, then unleashes a powerful air blast to disrupt the technique before it fully forms. Sasuke, realizing the raw power of the Avatar state is too much to face head-on in a prolonged physical exchange, creates several lightning clones, each attacking from a different angle. Korra, with her enhanced senses, perceives each clone as a distinct threat. She uses firebending to incinerate two, waterbending to dissolve another, and earthbending to trap a fourth. The real Sasuke, meanwhile, uses the distraction to prepare a powerful Amaterasu, black flames erupting from his eye and engulfing Korra. The Avatar state's spiritual energy, however, allows her to bend the flames, not extinguishing them, but redirecting them into the sky, a feat that leaves even Sasuke momentarily stunned. He then unleashes a barrage of shuriken, each imbued with lightning chakra, but Korra creates a shield of pure air, deflecting them with ease. The battle reaches its crescendo. Both combatants are pushed to their absolute limits. Korra, channeling the full might of the Avatar spirit, begins to glow with an ethereal light. She prepares to unleash a devastating energy-bending attack, a pure beam of spiritual energy capable of severing chakra connections or even destroying souls. Sasuke, seeing her intent, knows he must end this now. He activates his perfect Susanoo, a towering, armored giant of chakra. wielding a massive sword. He then channels all his remaining chakra into his ultimate technique, Indra's arrow, a colossal lightning arrow capable of rivaling even the tailed beast bomb. The two ultimate attacks, one of spiritual energy, one of raw chakra, hurtle towards each other. The collision is cataclysmic, a blinding flash of light and a shockwave that obliterates the landscape. When the dust settles, both combatants are severely weakened. Korra, though still in the avatar state, is visibly strained, her elemental aura flickering. Sasuke's Susanoo is shattered, and he stands panting, his Rinnegan bleeding. The fight is not over, but it is clear that neither can sustain this level of power much longer. Korra, seeing an opening, uses her airbending to create a vacuum around Sasuke, disorienting him, then follows with a precise waterbending strike, freezing his legs to the ground. Before he can fully recover, she unleashes a focused blast of fire, not to harm, but to create a smokescreen. Using the cover, Korra shifts to a more direct approach. She uses earthbending to create a massive rock fist, slamming it down where Sasuke was. He uses a Minato Jikara to teleport behind her, attempting a Chidori. But Korra, anticipating this, uses her enhanced avatar state senses to react, creating a sudden wall of earth behind her, blocking the attack. The impact sends Sasuke reeling. Korra then unleashes a rapid-fire combination of all four elements, a relentless assault that pushes Sasuke back, forcing him to constantly defend and evade. He tries to use his genjutsu again, but Korra's spiritual connection is too strong. He attempts to absorb her chakra with the Rinnegan, but the avatar state's energy is too vast and untamed, overwhelming his absorption capabilities. Sasuke, realizing he cannot absorb her energy and his physical attacks are being countered, decides on a desperate gambit. He uses his Rinnegan to create a small, localized Chibaku Tensei, aiming to trap Korra in a miniature planetary devastation. Korra, however, is too quick. She uses airbending to propel herself upwards, out of the gravitational pull, then unleashes a powerful, focused beam of spiritual energy, a pure avatar state blast, directly at the core of the nascent Chibaku Tensei, shattering it before it can fully form. The explosion sends Sasuke flying, his chakra reserves critically low. He lands hard, struggling to stand, his Rinnegan flickering. Korra descends, her avatar state still active, but her movements are heavy. She has expended immense energy. She sees Sasuke struggling, his body battered, his chakra depleted. She knows she has won. With a final, decisive move, she uses her earthbending to create a cage of rock around him, not to crush, but to contain. She then uses her waterbending to create a binding stream, immobilizing him completely. Sasuke, defeated, can only glare, his Rinnegan fading. The avatar state slowly recedes from Korra, leaving her exhausted but victorious. The Clash of Legends concludes, with the avatar standing triumphant, a testament to the raw power and spiritual connection of her lineage.